Hello beautiful people, I hope everyone is doing well. I just wanted to clarify a couple of things with regards to Zara Kay in Tanzania. There has been a lot of misinformation that has been traveling around social media and caused a bit of confusion there. So I have actually myself and the rest of the core team that have been working on this case have released another statement, an update number 4, with the details kind of clarifying the confusion. So all of that I'm going to have linked below. So just a bit of background. Zara Kay has been visiting Tanzania for the past 2 months. She's been there. This is where actually the community that she once was a part of reside. So the Muslim Shia community, who this entire time, as she has been an activist and criticizing Islam, they have for many years been criticizing her, sending her death threats, sending her sexually abusive threats, lots and lots of horrible things, which actually she's been very open about and shared, on her public platform, what the sort of messages that she receives from people in this community. But also her now coming back to that region, to that area where they are, this caused even more threats, even more abuse to be kind of sent to her. In fact, she was told by members of the community to not pick up a family member of hers from the school that that family member attends, because the people in the community did not want to see her. So it was very clear that people in this community were not happy with the fact that Zara was back. So then Zara receives a message that says she must attend the police station for questioning because of a post. So that is when, and this part is, I think, where people get a bit confused. She tweeted out that she was going to the police station for a blasphemy. And that was based on, the information she had at that time, that there was a post that she had posted. In fact, we've actually shown some examples of her recent posts there down below in that same article, the press release, the update number 4. So if you'd like to have a look. But in Tanzania, you cannot charge someone directly with blasphemy. So she wasn't able to be charged directly with blasphemy. So the accusations were therefore something to do with her SIM card, also something to do with a post about the president that she had posted, kind of way back when she was in the UK, and then also to do with her passport and not handing in her Tanzanian passport. Now, we've refuted every one of those accusations towards her, okay? The details are all down below, so you can read about it if you'd like to know why she is actually innocent of those accusations. And yet, she was put into a jail cell for 32 hours. She spent the night in jail, which is absolutely ludicrous because she is innocent and hasn't done anything wrong. Now, we've always been clear that it was 32 hours she's been in prison. She was then on bail. So the bail situation, I know, is where a lot of confusion lies, and it's very straightforward. When she was on bail, we were not able to release on the public platform. What people have to understand, there are 2 different reasons why. Mainly because this is a case, essentially, where police are involved, lawyers are involved. Things can't always be released, information like that. And most people know this. Most people with any intellect that have experience in these kinds of circumstances will know that you do have to check what you can say publicly and what you can't say publicly. So immediately once she was on bail, we weren't able to until we confirmed that we could. So at first we were told not to say she's on bail. So we just released the fact that it was 32 hours from the 28th of December. So we were very clear, actually. Right when we got confirmation from the lawyer that it was fine for us to say bail, the next update went out, she's on bail. But also, us in the central group were also concerned about her safety. And we wanted to make sure before saying, guys, she's out, making sure she's absolutely safe and in a safe place where nothing can happen to her, because We all understand this is politically motivated from a certain community, and we need to make sure that every action we do is actually helping her and not hurting her. And it's really important, that point, I think, because what you don't realise is, of course, we would love to tell all the people that care about Zara and are fighting for Zara, on the public sphere, we'd love to tell everyone all the details, but it's not just your eyes that are watching and that are listening. There are people who aren't wanting Zara's best interests at heart. And clearly we know that from all that's happening on social media right now. We have to be careful with what information we're putting on a public platform. So coming to those screenshots of conversations, you know, those were larger conversations that were happening, and they are just snippets of a conversation. So obviously you can't see what was happening previously, you don't see the whole thing there. So for example, there is a comment that says, do not mention bail, and use the hashtag. Now, what people don't realize is that that was two answers to two different questions. So it was in a response. And you know, the conversations that we're having in a group like that are very quick. What do we need to do? What's happening? And if you can tell that actually it was a sort of sum up of what was said previously. So it was just a kind of conclusion there. So the first question was, so just to confirm, we can't mention bail at the moment. Yes, do not mention bail. You cannot mention bail. And everyone wanted a confirmation of what the hashtags that we are using. Hashtags release Zara UK. Use the hashtag release Zara Kay. So it was a concluding kind of part of that conversation. These are the things that we need to take away. We cannot mention bail. Let's go ahead with our update. In the update, you can say 32 hours in jail from the 28th of December, but we cannot use the word bail until we have confirmation from the lawyer that we can, and that Zara Kay is safe for us to announce she's actually on bail. And once we very quickly were able to announce that she was on bail, and we made that very clear not too long after we had the confirmations, we said she's on bail, and we continue to use that hashtag, release Zara Kay. The hashtag release Zara Kay wasn't an issue for us. Zara Kay needs to be released. She needs to be released right now because she's on bail. She has her passport taken from her. She doesn't have her passport. She can't leave the country, and she must go to the police station every day, except for weekends and public holidays, and sign in at the police station. So she is still trapped there. We're still using the hashtag. She still needs to be released. Also, with the cheesecake picture, I mean, it just honestly shows the lengths that people will go through to undermine the struggle of ex-Muslims, you know, to kind of use this as a way of saying that she isn't targeted by Muslims. It actually doesn't make any sense. There is no controversy around her being out on bail and having a cheesecake. She still has to go every day to the police station. There's nothing to say about that, because that is just a nothing argument, as I said. You know, people, you know, of this kind that are trying to use things against ex-Muslims and what we go through and the problems that we are facing, they will just use anything they can get their hands on to try and manipulate it and create their own narrative. So people really not need to take these people seriously as a credible source for what is actually going on here, because they're not, and they don't know what's happening, and they don't know all the information that we do. This whole thing is just completely stupid. You know, there are international organizations that deal with this sort of circumstance all the time, every day, and are always helping people, and they are involved in this case. They have more information than we're able to release, and they understand what is going on. Now, people like that and organizations like that are not going to get involved in something that is a fraud or something that, you know, is just kind of a publicity stunt or something ridiculous like that. Just focus on what is actually going on here. We need to get Zara Kay out of that country and back to safety as soon as possible. So please continue to share our updates. As I said, there will be further details down below. We will also be doing a live stream on the 19th of January. I'll have those details down below. I also just want to say thank you so much to those people who are just ignoring the nonsense and who know the reality of the situation, even without knowing all the little details that we can't say. Thank you. And thank you everyone. You know, there's been hundreds of people around the world that have been so supportive and have really, really helped with this case. And as I said, we just really want Zara Kay home and safe. So thank you guys, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.